find difficulty in creating a living as well as doing their daily household duties due to no access to electricity. So saving energy and cost of electricity by using solar lamps will help to create a healthier, hopeful, and more sustainable planet. Creation of DIY solar lamps may help life become hopeful and more sustainable, especially for the underprivileged families. So these are the initial plan of our working teams. Um, First, they have identified the beneficiaries, and so one of the greatly hit or devastated towns here in Bohol is this town called Bien Unido, in which in which here in this town also located are the many island barangays, and so that is why they chose this beneficiary. And second is that they are searching for possible partners, and one they are eyeing for the Department of Science and Technology and the local government unit of Bien Unido. Then third is to create a prototype of the solar lamp. And fourth, conduct training for creating the solar lamp. And fifth, orientation about the solar lamp for the beneficiaries. And lastly, follow up and assessment. So these initial plan for our working team is subject to change according to the suggestion perhaps of our inventor who will be sharing to us his insights later on. And as for the timeline, we are also depending on it on the output that will be or the input that will be given to us by our inventor. So if ever you have you have questions or yeah you want to ask for further information, you can message us in our um, email ad. It's wfwpphilippines@gmail.com or on our Facebook page, Women's Federation for World Peace Philippines. And uh, we also of course this project wouldn't be possible without financial support. So if ever this project would push through, and we are hopeful for that, you can deposit your donations or your support through this bank account you can see on your screen. So I think for now that is all I can share. And yeah, we hope to really push through this project for the benefit of our fellows living in the island barangays of Bohol. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hora. Thank you so much for your brief and meaningful presentation. And now I would like to call on our Women's Federation for World Peace Philippines President, Mrs. Almera Grace Mayo, to say a few words. What's her thoughts about the project? Mrs. Mayo, the floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. I would like to greet first Ms. Our President of the Women's Federation for Peace Austria, Ma'am Renate Andes Burr, and also Ms. Lily Gondaker, and of course the couple of Ms. Merly Blashi. And to all our Board of Directors, the Women's Federation Philippines, and of course to our inventor, Mr. Jess Auliano, and our engineers, and all our participants, our members who attended this special meeting. Good day or good evening, good afternoon. Okay, so regarding this proposal project, when we discussed with Ms. Merly, for me, I am very grateful that the Philippines is the place or the nation that we will conduct this project. Especially me, I witnessed and I was able to visit the place, the area here in Mindanao, in Surigao City, where for me, it will take a year to restore the electricity. So when Ms. Merly shared, so wow, I'm very, very happy.
Ang
No,
igawa sa
we're-
nagsugod na may.
so we're very happy that this project will be,
Aral
you
na lang
know,
sintana.
given to the Philippines. Especially, Miss Merle will share that she has this inspiration and the heart that this project, her first project proposal will be given here in the Philippines. So as what Jinky represented, very clear, and we're not able to present the picture, but for me that I was able to visit the place, I can really feel the needs of electricity, and I know that the solar lamp project is a big help, and not only for these people, but I think in the future we can bring this throughout the Philippines and other nation. So I think I would like also to introduce our members who are attended from our board of directors, Jinky. How many members in the Philippines who join with us this meeting? Our project coordinator, Mrs.
We have
Yumiko-san,
3.
Davis. But it's like about our treasurer, Mrs. Noyana. Is she present? Okay, so yeah, Miss Merly. Now I'm very, very grateful because I know as what we shared always this project. I know it's really important in our nation, especially those who are devastated because of the typhoon. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And the next I will be calling on Mr. Jess Juliano. He's a Filipino based in Japan, a multi-skilled and talented artist and a Filipino inventor to talk about the creation of a do-it-yourself, step-by-step first model of an innovative solar lamp. Mr. Jess Juliano. Welcome.
Good evening, everyone. Like to share what I have started with the project. Actually, I just made a simple sketch, which I want to show you, something like this. I'd like to explain how it works, actually. This is the lead lamp at the center. And then this is, I call it a reflector. And this line here is the solar panel itself. So that when we are going to use at night, this lead lamp at the center will shine on this, where the light will reflect from this parabolic reflector to the solar panel on the top. So we do this. This works when we reverse this solar panel at the top. So in daytime, you have to reverse it so that I can catch light from the sun. So in this way, even at night, the battery can be charged. So this makes the light will have a longer life. So that's the idea of this solar lamp, which I'm thinking. And also, I already bought some parts, actually. And since this is made in Japan, so very expensive. So maybe in the future, we have to buy from China. This is very very expensive. So I just want to show and share everyone what I have bought. Last Sunday, because I can only go out here in Tokyo on Sunday. So I did my best last Sunday to go out. So I just wanted to show you this stuff I bought, so that you'll know exactly what we are going to need in the future. So this is actually a solar panel. Very small, so maybe 5 by 5 inches, maybe, or 4 inches. So I'd like to share what is a solar panel. Solar panel is just like when it catches light, it produces electricity. So there's a positive and negative, and this will charge the battery, and eventually it will give electricity to the what we call lead light. This very small lamp, actually, if you can see, very small, but very sharp, very bright at night. So that means it can also, in my, just I'm imagining this, when this lit at night, it can also charge this one. It can also charge the battery while reflecting light on this solar panel. Okay. So we just pray and hope this will work. Otherwise, we just make a very simple and copy what's existing now. And of course, we want to innovate, or we want to improve the existing lamps. So anyway, that's my idea. So I think that's the development right now of this lamp, which I'm trying to assemble here. And maybe on next Sunday, because some parts are coming yet, I ordered from in electricity town here. So they have to deliver me maybe this week. So kulang pa, still need some parts. And I am very positive that this will work. Because of this this my idea, we need to put some reflector. I never seen like this, but since solar panels needs light in order to work, so it's just you know, because this projects light, so same with the sun. So therefore, even at night, it can charge the battery. That's the idea. So hopefully, maybe this month, I can finish one lamp, working lamp, and we can have a very nice lamp for everybody. Okay, that's all I think I can share. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Wow. That is very hopeful. Yeah. So the next to introduce will be one of the team leader of the 4 young engineers working team. So please, you can introduce yourself and what you are currently doing.
Hello. Hello.
Any of them can.
Good afternoon, my brothers and sisters in here. Am I audible?
Yes, Miles.
Uh, so once again, good evening and good morning. And my name is Songyong Miles Fernandez, and I was assigned as the team leader of the team here in Bohol. So currently, I'm a student of civil engineering, Bachelor of Civil Engineering in here in Bohol. Currently, graduating student, and so we are uh, grateful as well to be part of this team, especially here in Bohol that many are still living without electricity because of the current typhoon that hit our place. So hoping that we can push through with this project and we can also create a successful project here together with our partners. And we hope also that we can provide lights for those families, for those homes that been affected. And as with together we can with my brothers and sisters here in Bohol, I know that we can make this project successful. I think that would be all I want to share for this day. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So the next. Anyone from our guests wants to introduce? Maybe Miss Yumiko Teves from Japan. Otherwise, I'll give the words to Aya. Okay.
Okay. Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning to everyone. Actually, I am from Japan, but I'm residing in Philippines. So I'm one of the board of directors of Women's Federation Philippines. So thank you very much for this good opportunity to know each other. But sometimes we meet each other in other meeting like global committee meeting. But this particular project that our Philippine chapter can do things, this is grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Either Dr. Maria Riel or Mrs. Renati Amisbauer, do you want to say some few words?
Yeah, of course, I'd like to say something. I thank you very much, Melly, for pulling everyone together, because I think this is a very important step to meet. I also see it's very inspiring, and the necessity of these lamps or the chances that they will bring to your communities, it would be really great. I'm really excited like Melly is. I think the point is the practical way to do it. I'm very inspired to hear that at least Mr. Sung Yung, you have been speaking, and you are studying engineer. I think it needs the practical persons who say, okay, how is it the lamp could work, and where do we get the parts from? Because to find out, to do the research, where can you buy solar lamps, solar cells, which is most closest and most cheap, or it is available, and the other parts of the lamp, because it would be good to see, to find local ways to find these different parts that have been shown on the sketch, on the drawing, which is, yes, it looks very simple to me, but I'm not a technical person, but you are technical persons, and to find how can you work it out that it works. I think from Austria, we really are behind you. We would really be happy to see that something like this can be produced, and if we can start working in one place, then maybe others can learn from you. This is from my side, yeah. greatly encourage. I greatly encourage, yeah, to find a practical way to put it into practice, into reality. Yeah.
Thank you, Renate.
Yes.
How about Dr. Maria Real? Would you want to say some few words? What's your thought about the project?
Yeah. Yeah, so good afternoon and good morning to everybody. Greetings to our sisters from Philippines. I'm also very excited to listen to all the project. Yesterday I was talking with Merle, with Mrs. Blaschke Sequila from Corinthia in Austria, and yes, we support you very much to put it into practice. So we are inspired to hear from Mr. Song Yong Miles Fernandez from Bohol University. He is studying engineering. So how to put it into practice? It looks simple, but it needs special items to put it into practice. So thank you very much. Now it looks very connect. We look forward to listen how it continue to develop. Thank you very much, Merle, and thank you all participating today. And we look forward how it develops in Bohol first. Yeah, thank you very much.
I want to say something.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Because I was in the Philippines, many times. And of course, it's a different world to us here,
Yeah.
a total different world. If you don't experience it, you don't know what kind of world it is. And being there, I have also experienced times of, now they talk also in Europe about it, a blackout, of course, because they don't have enough energy in the future. I mean, this is another topic. So, but as a matter of fact, in the Philippines, many times I have experienced, suddenly there was no power, There was no power at 8 o'clock at night, and then it lasted for 3-4 days. The whole city, the whole town was totally black. And some part of the area also, I mean, of course, I don't know why. And they have, of course, their systems, their transmission systems, etc., is not so developed. There can be a mistake, especially after a typhoon. It happens, but also without typhoon, nobody knows why. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's black, There might be some little green man somewhere doing something. I don't know, but it's black. Nothing. It works. The refrigerator, in case you have one, doesn't work. In case you have a television, it doesn't work. The cooking, whatever. I mean, most people anyway cook with wood or with gas, but it's not. For me, it was unusual, and I was, well, then you take the candle and go to sleep. That's basically what I was doing. And so I think this is a very good idea to do this project. I mean, the idea was presented, but now you have to organize yourself to do it, to discuss about the steps, how to do it. Yeah. So I think one important factor is, in this whole thing, is Chess, who has to finish his lamp or get the parts to finish it and then show it to the engineers, to Sang Yang or the others, how to do it. And then we probably have to discuss how about this financial support, that they can buy the parts and then distribute it to the people who need it in case it works. Because Chess is inventing, he is in the process of inventing something, and we don't know yet if it works. Of course, we know it will work, but there's always the question mark, will it? So you have to discuss now how to organize it to get it going. This will be the next thing, what I think has to be done. Yeah. So I think Chess has to connect with the engineers somehow to show it to them how to do it, and if they can do it, then the next question is, do they have enough money to do it? And then the distribution of these lamps to the people who need it. Yeah, I have a personal question to Sang Yang. Why do you have a Korean name? Why do you have a Korean name?
Sanhyang.
Sang Yang.
Sanhyang or
He's a second gen,
No, he's
sir.
a second
And
gen. This
then
is what I thought. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. I am finished.
okay.
The,
So
the floor is all yours.
all yours, yeah. I pass the word to who wants to
They have to organize it now.
yeah,
how,
that's
how to
right.
do it.
Yeah, of course.
May I ask a question? Is there any kind of solar lamps in the Philippines, or is this kind of completely new thing to have?
I think we have solar lamps
Mm-hmm.
in Philippines, but I think around 200 pesos or more, a little bit like something like that, or
Oh,
in
still.
dollar, maybe that is $5, maybe
Okay.
$5. But what we wanted to do is a little bit to be innovative, you know, so that even at night it charges the battery.
Mm-hmm.
Because existing lamp today, or what you can buy in China, is you can only charge it at daytime.
Mm-hmm.
So that will last only around 4 hours in the evening use. So what I want to do this time is make it double the time. So you can use it a longer time, so that students can learn at night or study at night a longer time. So that's our goal here. Otherwise, but we have to really pray this will work, because and I'm just feeling, I'm quite sure this will work, because it's very simple. Just reflect more the light to the solar panel, solar cell at night, using the existing lamp at the middle, as I have shown a while ago. So that means, because it produces light, so it can also charge. It can use that light to charge the battery through the solar panels. So that's actually my very simple idea, but I have to, you know, work to make it work.
Yeah.
And also regarding the materials, because actually this is already a very expensive one. This is already, this one is also only this one I bought here in Tokyo. This one is already $50. In China, because I already bought many things from China, very expensive. This cost only maybe $2 or $3. So we have to go to China for cheaper ones. We cannot rely here in Japan, so expensive. But I have to buy for our sample as our model for our solar lamps in the future.
Thank you very much for this explanation. Yeah. So I have may I raise another point? Another question. So the thing for me, this is two things. The one thing is to have solar lamps, which are somehow available. And the other thing is to develop it to a better version, that it lasts longer, more hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe it's for the young gentleman in the Philippines, maybe to start with version 1 and then, yeah, Maya? Maria Riel?
Yeah, somehow I think, yeah, okay.
Yeah, we hear you. Wir hören dich, Maria.
Okay, I think how to develop this solar, these panels, that they collect the sunshine during the day. In Austria, we have also the panels, they are collecting the sunshine during the day.
Yeah.
So how to make like series behind. I am also not technician, but I see everywhere on the street when I go for a walk that they have these panels and they collect the sunshine during the day and they give it up during the night. So you are not bothered with day and or night. So this is like my idea. They came to me how to make it, how to use the solar, the sun, because in Bohol, I think, I was never there, but I think this is lots of sunshine there on the during the day. So how to practice it and how to produce this this electricity, this black part, what is most expensive, as I understood. Thank you very much.
I think there is a website. Thank you, I think there is a website that where we could order the parts of the solar lamp, and we could order wholesale, then it is cheaper, and also the components of the solar lamps. So
yeah,
thank you very much.
Maya, I understand what Maya is saying, because now, because of the so-called green revolution, whatever that means, every house has now here to have the solar panels if it is built new on the roof. This is a condition to build a house. In the old times, it was people did it voluntarily, but now they have to do it. But as far as I understand, these are strong solar panels and they are quite expensive. Yeah. So they can collect the energy for, of course, for the night. I don't know if you can collect the energy for the whole house, probably for the light, because I'm also not very familiar with this. And I think Maya thinks that to collect the sun for the whole night. Now we have to ask Jess if this is possible, or if it's, I don't know if they do this in the Philippines. I have not seen it actually.
They have to put it, this Sangyong Fernandez, Mr. Fernandez, they can check it in the university when they are studying or locally. This is question of local university, I think.
I don't know if, I haven't seen it in the Philippines that they put it on the houses. I haven't seen it.
So they can start like pioneering this way.
I think there are houses with solar panels, but this is actually exclusive to the business sector. They some rich people, they have it, but not the ordinary people. Very expensive for them to have electricity through the solar panel to light the house, all their appliances. That's I think only for the rich. Very expensive.
I haven't seen it in the community. Because it's too expensive for them.
Very expensive. Yes.
I know. It's too expensive.
Well, we have to develop something which is affordable for the poor communities, no?
Yes.
And of course, it's only a light, it's not to give the energy for the other things in the house, like what do you have, a fridge or kitchen or or yeah, warm water is not necessary in the Philippines. So, or television, many people have actually TV, or to read the news also. So I think this lamp, what you're talking about, Chase, would only be for light, for reading, for example, or
How about
it's
recharging?
it's like if you have a blackout, you use a candle. Of course, it's better than a candle, but it's mostly for reading, or so
Yes.
there's some light in the
Yes.
house where people can gather or do something, or maybe they can do some sewing, or some other things, but not for
Is
this
it also
other
for
thing.
recharging mobile phones? Is it possible for
I heard this is also
to
the
recharge?
computer.
Yes, for this solar panel we are going to make is that it can only charge a cell phone and provides light. It can only provide light, and then it can charge your phone.
Okay.
It has only to function actually.
Okay.
Yes.
But yeah, for the meantime, we will develop this product, and then step by step, we could go further. No, we could also maybe produce this how to produce solar panels. Why not? Anything is possible.
Yeah. Can I share? Because I am always thinking, even maybe 15 years ago, I always think, how can I generate electricity out of something I can create. So actually, I have already submitted I have an invention actually, which I plan to put to market in maybe next year. That is something like an engine that can produce electricity or produce power. Right now, I cannot disclose, but I'm just sharing for everyone that I can introduce to this group, to our woman's fed, if I can materialize it next year or maybe this year, because I'm still here in Japan. I cannot do anything. But this engine that I have invented actually can generate electricity without any fuel, without any what they call this, any outside force, what do you call that? But the power or the source of its power is only magnet. I have extensively by myself study how magnet works, and for almost 15 years trying to experiment something like that. But I just found out lately, 2 years ago, I found a system or configure something that works, and that's what I have submitted to patent offices in Philippines. And actually, it's a patent pending right now. So I'm hoping I can go back home and make some prototype there. Though I have some prototype here in my home, but I have to bring it to the Philippines. This is a very promising, I think, for especially for a country like Philippines, because you don't need any gasoline, or because it charges itself. As much I want to introduce to you or show you at this moment, but we have to wait for until next year. Because I really wanted also to help actually those who, because of course I myself, I come from Philippines. I experienced everything about flooding, about no lights, you name it. So I always have this desire to, to invent something that you don't need any fuel, you don't need anything, but it works. So as much as I want to show you what I did in this room, next room, it only works through magnet. So anyway, just want to share because I wanted to really help places who don't have electricity through this engine, through this device that I have made. They can power their house, they can power their car, they can power anything. So anyway, I had posted some of my ideas in my Facebook, but only just the tip of the iceberg. I have submitted 14 pages of my invention, a detailed explanation, and the engineers in the patent office in the Philippines have agreed with me, and they understand what I have submitted. So they are giving me the chance to show to them what I did, but still I'm here in Japan. So I need to prepare and to go back, and hopefully this could be our main item in the very near future. That's what I want to share.
Wow. One question, Jess, the magnet also could power the solar lamp, right?
Of course, because all the electric vehicles we have today, they run because of magnet. Without magnet, there's no motor, right? So in my opinion, magnet is the future. Not fossil fuel, not they call this hydrogen. I don't think because the process in producing hydrogen takes a lot of power, or so it's not feasible. So magnet, I think, because the magnet, the energy of magnet is in the magnet itself. You just have to figure out how to harness the power. And I think I just have I am the first to think about it. Anyway, just right now my ideas are just on paper, and also I have some models here. So please pray for this, because it's not for me, but for everybody. Yeah,
Wow.
thank you.
I think that is a great idea, no? For the future. And
Yeah.
if it works, then yeah, it will be something. Yeah. Okay, but we hope it will work. At the moment is this with this your solar lamp, the smaller version. This is what we have to talk about, and we have to get going. And when your thing works, so the patent, if this is allowed, then you can include it in this solar lamp. So, but for the moment, we try to so the small version of your solar lamp without magnet to get going. And here I think it would be good if this Mr. Sanyong, a Korean Filipino, if he connects with you and you show him how to build it. And then it's a matter of there has to be a business person somewhere lurking around to know where it is to get the supply, the money, supplies and distribution. I'm sorry, I have to go to the phone.
Thank you.
Someone was raising her hand. Did you see?
Yeah, Mrs. Rosalind Condat, I think. Would you want to say something? Oh, she's gone. Rosalind?
Mrs. Rosalind, please.
Yes, yes, good afternoon. Good morning.
Did you want to say something, Mrs. Rosalind Asul? It's very hard to hear.
Sorry. Yeah, actually, I'm on my way home. So, hey, good afternoon, everyone. So I'm Rosalind Asul from the Mother's Heart Network, Rodriguez Rizal. So I appreciate listening to the sharing of the ideas of Sir about the solar lamps. Actually, I believe that the solar lamps would be a great help for us here in the Philippines since uh, most of the time we are experiencing typhoons in different areas in the country. And aside from that, there are rural areas here in the country which until now doesn't have electricity, like those people living in the mountains. Here in Montalban, we have so many sitios or small towns which are not reached by electricity. And in case this project would be very successful, uh, we are very happy to accept also the learnings or the teachings for the creation of the solar lamp, so that we will be able to share it with our communities. And if Sir is very confident that this will be successful, we as well are confident that it would be this project would be successful with the help of uh, the Women's Federation for World Peace. And we hope that we could really reach out to those who need the solar lamps, especially nowadays during this time. After the typhoon Odette, there are still areas in the country which still doesn't have electricity, and until now the government still working for that to restore the electricity in the area. If each family will be given the chance to learn how to make their own solar lamps, in the future, there will be no chances of uh, Filipinos having no lights in their houses. And all children will be able to study more even at night since they have these solar lamps to assist them. And besides that, I think the solar lamp is not just helpful for those who will be affected by the typhoon, since if they have these solar lamps already, it will reduce their cost for electricity fees. There are families here in Manila who converted from the regular electricity provided by service providers like Meralco into using solar lamps. And that really cut their cost or their expenses in paying electricities. And if this project will be uh, provided to families in rural areas like here in Montalban, it would be a great help for the family to there will be great savings in their expenses for payment of electricity. And I hope this project will be very successful and will reach the other regions in our country, and as well as the especially the different chapters of Women's Federation for World Peace in the Philippines. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Merle. She went to the toilet. She said I should replace her. Yeah. Thank you very much for your remarks, Mrs. Rosalind. I think this hits the point because there are really underdeveloped areas in the Philippines, and they are not so rich, no? They are poor, and for those people it would be really a big step forward to have such a lamp, to be able to have it, because they really don't have access to electricity. So according to what I think out of this discussion is, it would be now the next step would be that Jess shows this how to make it to Mr. Sonyong. I think Jess, did you say you're going to make a video? Could you do it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a video when I make the working one, but I am a bit concerned of where they are going to purchase the parts, because even though when this works, but when they buy from other places or maybe China, but I'm sure they have quality materials, also components from China. We have to see it very well where to buy in China, because before we buy, bulk or what they call that, many pieces, we have to check first one piece. We have to, if it is a good quality or good one, then we can buy many. We have to buy one sample first before. That's my advice. Okay. And before I, of course, before I make a video, I have to make it working, and all my specs are there. Then I can show maybe in our next meeting, or maybe directly I can show to Song Yong.
Yeah, I think this is the next step which has to be done, that you make it, and you either make a video or talk to Sonyong yourself how to make it. And then if Sonyong has to find a way to buy it in China or somebody for him. So one first try, if these are the right components, if they are good or bad or not. If they are good, then they can continue to buy there.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we have to find a way about the money. But the first step is you finish it and you show it to some.
Yes. Yeah, I will try my best this month, because I have to this parabolic components here. I have to devise, I have to think, I have to find a material which reflects light, like a mirror, but in a parabolic shape. If you know what is a parabolic, it's like
I understand.
You have to, it has to gather the light and focus to the solar panel.
So it can charge again. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the next step. You you develop it, so you construct it, you finish
Yeah.
it, then you show it to Songyong. Songyong has to, you two guys have to connect somehow, you know.
Yeah,
And
sure.
then if this works, if it works, then the next step is to order it in China cheaply and see if these are good components. And from there on,
Yeah.
it can be continued. No? So this will take probably 2 or 3 months. And during this time, we can always be in how do you say,
In touch.
communication.
Yes.
Communication. Yeah. This new world communication.
Yes.
Even if you're in outer space, you can connect. No? Anything possible. If you're on the moon, Mars, or wherever, no problem. It is actually given to us by God, you know, so that
Yes, you are the hope
the
of
providence
humanity.
can really make a leap forward, that we don't have the telephone and to fly and all this stuff. So okay, so that's
I would
yeah.
I would like to suggest also that Brother Song Yong can also do some experiments. If you can find a solar lamps in the Philippines somewhere near your, or you can go to Chinatown or in what do you call this, Araon in Manila. You can find everything there actually. You can buy one, and then of course we can already use that because it's already ready-made, ready to use. But if you want to make some improvement to it, then I think we have to consider my idea because at night, because it shines, right? And solar panel needs light. So why not just reflect the light of the solar panel, and then maybe it can prolong the life of the battery, or I mean, can prolong your time of use, right? Before it runs out of charge. Anyway, that's only my suggestion. If you can make some experiments, and then if you discover something, of course, you have to share to everybody. You can share to me also, because we need to innovate, right? We have to improve what is existing. Otherwise, you're in the middle of your study and then already no more light. How can you continue? So at least if we can make it 8 hours in the night, it's really wonderful, right? So anyway, that's my goal for this solar lamp.
Thank you for this very hopeful project. And I could say hope in the future. And yes, wow, you are a blessing to humanity. So we will pray for,
Thank you.
we will pray for good health and long life. So what do you want to say?
As far as I'm concerned, I mean, I started with being a fly on the wall, you know, because Merle said, you have to be here, you have to be here, you have to be here. I said, no, I don't want, I don't buy, and whatever. But whatever I listened, I feel that everything has been said now. Now there have to be the steps of action, you know. Action.
That's right.
So if Jess concludes his solar lamp and shows it to Sonyoung, and then from there it can continue. So actually quite also I think the meeting is finished.
Yes.
I don't know what to say unless hold on. Is there a song somewhere from Jess, from the two parents? Does
Yeah, that's
anybody
right.
have this song?
I send it to Renate.
Okay, yeah, but I don't know if she can
If
play.
we could share
Would be a
it.
nice song,
No.
you know, for the
Right.
conclusion, for the ending.
This was created.
Renate,
and
do you
composed-
have the song?
Yeah, in your mobile phone.
Yeah, but the mobile phone
I don't
doesn't
know.
work.
No, I sent it to her email. Yeah, I sent it to
Yeah,
her
but she
email.
doesn't know how to play it here.
No,
She
could
has to
send
send
it
it
to
to
Lily.
Lily, but it doesn't
Maybe.
work because he didn't give the
It's a
permission.
very beautiful
Okay.
song.
Okay,
for
it was just
ending of this,
because Chase is
session.
not only an inventor, but he's also an artist, a gifted artist who is painting, graphic design, and composing songs. You know, and last year he composed a song, a holy song, and sent it to Chongpyong for a competition, and he won the first prize. And this year he sent one again. This is a beautiful song.
Yeah, I would like
yeah,
to
okay,
hear it, but
we can't because of technique. It doesn't work. So okay, as far as I'm concerned,
I will
the
give
meeting
the word
is
to
finished.
I will give the word to
I
Renate.
heard it, Renate.
Renate, would you like to give the final words to end this session?
You're muted, Renata.
I found the song, but I don't know if I can share it. Maybe if I can screen share, I can share it because it started. I could make it play.
You have to click the button on the bottom when you do
Ah,
screen.
yeah.
It's a
Okay.
little click to share the sound.
So, still must. Do you see something?
Yes, black.
Yes.
Like, okay.
Just
Song
play.
for true
Can you
parents.
hear?
No,
You have to click before
now.
you share.
No.
You,
Okay. I stop
No
again.
sound.
Yeah. Okay. I stop again. Start again.
when you click the first screen share, there's a little.
Ton freigeben. Yeah. I know. I did it. Yeah. So you know, you see it and you hear it.
Yeah.
Okay.
True Father, we sing for you today as your children. We gather to report and pray to feel your love, seek your guidance, cherish the blessings you're giving each day.
Useless meeting. I'm tired.
True Father,
I'm tired ngayon. Useless meeting.
we raise our hands
From
to
Austria,
you
Europe.
with grateful hearts. True Mother, we receive your words today as your instrument of peace to the world, to touch everyone's heart and restore its soul to heaven's design. True Mother, with your words of truth, the kingdom must begun. True parents, anointed by heaven, hallowed be thy name. True parents, the only hope of this troubled world, will all be one. With you in heart and in mind. True parents, true rest of our life. Adieu. Adieu. Adieu.
Oh, amazing. Thank you.
This is very, very beautiful. Dear
Beautiful.
Brother Chase.
Beautiful
Thank
song.
you. Beautiful.
Amazing song. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah.
Miss Merly?
You ask if wants to say
Do,
something.
do you want to
somebody
say
else.
something, or we will
Yeah.
continue?
Last. Okay, so once again, thank you very much. So I was so inspired with Brother Jess, and I would like to share this message from True Mother, because as when I heard magnet, I immediately remember the message of True Mother. So I would like to share this message from True Mother. All of you, please become magnets for true parents. Please completely unite with true parents. The principle of magnets is that they attract ferrous metals. Therefore, through your activities, through your efforts, through your initiatives, countless righteous people will gather near you, just like a magnet attracts ferrous metals. So, with connection of Brother, Jess, that he has this. He invented this through magnets. That's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think this was a very nice ending, especially with the magnet. With Amera, yeah, Amera Grace. So, well, the steps have to be made between Jess and Song Young. The next, and
Samyong.
so we jumped into the water, and now we see what happens.
That's
We
right.
started the whole thing, and now we see what happens. And the next how to continue, it will come when the next step is made.
So,
So
from here we end our
I think
meeting, and I thank you very much, everyone who are attending. Thank
Group
you.
picture.
And
Group picture first.
Picture.
Yes, a picture.
God bless.
Okay.
And
We need group picture, memorable picture.
How do you take a picture?
how
Just
do
open your camera.
Everybody open a camera.
Mhm.
There's some that didn't open their cameras.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Okay.
And bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. God bless.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And we keep in touch.
Yeah, keep it.
Yeah.
So much
Yes, yeah.
po.
Okay.
Thank you so much. It's a wonderful.
So much.